Hey guys, I'm Jordan, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first video. I did come out with a video before this, and I was basically trying to get some controversial view points. So I decided to delete that because I feel like it really wasn't genuine. So I'm coming at you with something more genuine this time. This is going to be about how my views have changed throughout the years being a trans guy. And I guess we'll just get right into it. I'll start before I even knew I was trans. It was when I was in kindergarten. There was no stigma there for me yet. I was just openly to my mother like, I just want to wake up with a penis in the morning. Can Santa Claus give me a penis? The stigma, it wasn't there for me yet because I was just a little kid. I can remember with one of my friends we would talk about how we would get penises together when we were older, when we were 18 or something like that. And yeah, that girl, she's she's cis. But yeah, me, that turned out to be true, although I haven't gotten a penis yet, sadly. That was the first time that I can remember of me thinking about it. It was when I was young, too young for it to be a choice. This clearly no choosing here. Pretty much all, probably up until 6th grade, 7th grade, I didn't really think about it too much. And then in 8th grade, I would be coming out, like, within the next year or two. I started to research it, and I started to feel really weird about it, and I wasn't sure why I felt so weird about it. Like, I would look at dudes with their shirts off, and I would be like, I want that, but it's gross. Like, being trans, that's so weird. Nobody's gonna like me. Oh man, it's gonna be fucking, I can't be that. I'm just a lesbian. I'm just a lesbian, and I have long hair, and I'm normal, and if you see pictures from my past with me with long hair when I was trying to be a girl, like, holy fuck, that was a dude trying to be a chick, and anybody can see that. It's not just me that thinks that. It's like so awkward, and I was trying to force myself to be something that I wasn't because I thought it was fucking weird. I didn't want to be that. So finally, in 9th grade year, freshman year, I started to come to terms with it a little bit, but not really. I started to come to terms with the fact that I was trans, but I was still thinking that it was so damn weird and it isn't okay. And so in that year, I had no friends because I hated myself, and it showed. I didn't talk to people. I didn't want to talk to people. I was self-harming. It was horrible because I felt so shitty about myself. There was nobody really in my life that could show me it was normal and okay. Yeah. So that was like the worst year of my life, pretty much. and then I actually ended up getting homeschooled that year, halfway through the year, because I went to a very small school. Everyone knew everyone. It was all white people that played sports, and if you weren't a typical straight white person who played sports, you're kind of a reject. And I'm not blaming those people for that, because the way I acted, I didn't really deserve to have any friends. Not that I didn't deserve it, but I'm not blaming anyone for me not having friends. It's all me. As the years went by, I did start to feel better about myself, but I didn't start to do it the right way. Probably like sophomore and junior year, I would look up to people like Kalvin Garrah and Blaire White. I watched these people, and I admired them, because they were the normal trans people. I'm going to be saying normal a lot because I don't know what other word to use. Normal. They were the normal cis people that I felt like I needed to look like and act like and be like, and think like. I would watch those videos where they were looking at people who don't fit within the binary, making fun of them, denying their validity. So, of course, naturally, being young, impressionable, I started to think and act like them. I started thinking that because I just want to be normal, I don't want to dye my hair, I don't want to get piercings or do anything, that I'm superior because I just wanted to be cis-passing. I'm superior. And all these other people, they're the weirdos. I'm not the weirdo. It's those people. And let me tell you, I am so... Oh, man. It took me a while to break out of that phase. I've thought I was superior for being a more conservative trans person than other people for so long, and I know a lot of people fall into that hole. I didn't want to accept myself, so instead I pointed at these other people and I'm like, I don't feel normal. I don't feel acceptable to society, so I'll say, look at those people. They're not acceptable to society, so accept me because I'm not like those weird people. I'm just a binary trans guy, and there's all these people going around using other things, using they, them, using shit like that. And I had a genuine anger toward these people. They angered the shit out of me because I was like, you are the reason that people think of us this way. But the reality is they're not. Whether there were people like that or not, people are going to think some people are going to think being trans is a weird thing, and that's how it is. It's not those people's fault for expressing it in a different way, and their expression is completely valid. They can do whatever they want. Even if I don't understand what exactly they're doing, or if they're using a new label or something, even if I don't understand it, I'm going to show them basic respect and call them that, and I'm not going to blame them for my own issues of not feeling accepted, and I'm not pushing my issues onto those people. Don't go pushing your insecurities on other people like I did, please. If you're somebody who enjoys Blaire White and Kalvin Garrah and you find yourself thinking like them, maybe just stop for a minute. Take a second to watch some of the more inclusive creators, because what is the point of putting all this hate on people? There's no point other than to make yourself feel better at the end of the day, because that's what people like that do. They want to feel better about themselves, so they go do that. I want to rant about this a lot because I think about it all the time, and I think about how happy I am to have changed. So, anyway, we'll go to where I'm at now. I graduated this year from high school, and in senior year, it was a great year of growing for me. I realized that you are going to come in contact with people that have different opinions than you, and that is perfectly okay. You don't have to change somebody's mind. You don't. You could say, I'm heading more towards the route of self-acceptance, but I haven't fully yet. Basically, this year I've stopped projecting it onto other people, projecting my insecurities. Now I'm feeling them for what they are. I don't point at that blue-haired person and say, oh, it's their fault that I feel bad about how society feels about me, because it's them. Now I'm like, society just doesn't accept trans people, and it's really sad. It's sad that it has to be that way, but it's not anybody's fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's the way that society is. All we can do is try our best to learn to accept ourselves, and going and hating on other trans people, making them feel shitty, all it does is hurt people. All around it hurts people. And if you believe that way, you might not understand in the moment. You might be in the anger stage of grief, because that's ultimately what I think it is. You're having grief over your loss, over the fact that you're never going to be cis, and that can be extremely hard to deal with. But projecting that anger onto other people, it's never going to accomplish anything, and at the end of the day, you're probably going to feel shittier. So look inside yourself like I did and realize society doesn't accept us all the way, because it doesn't, and it's not anyone's fault. Society didn't accept gay people until very recently, and a lot of people still don't. It's just how it is, and it's not anyone's fault. It's because we're different. That's what it is, and society just doesn't really accept differences all the time. A lot of the fucking time. All we can do is come together and be strong together as one community and include everyone. If you're non-binary, if you're trans, I love you guys, okay? I'm here for you. If you ever need to talk, fucking hit me up in the... Can you message people on Facebook? Can you message people on YouTube? I don't know how this shit works. I'll put my Twitter in the description. If anybody needs to message me, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. I accept you. I love you. You're an amazing person. You are who you are. That's just how it be. So yeah, that's my video. I feel like I went on far too many rants in this because I am trans, so I'm pretty passionate about the subject. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you next time.